I was wondering, like with music, is there a high prevalence of mental health issues in the music world? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because it's music is tricky to explain. If you really want to box it, if you want to, pack it up into one category, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Music is emotions. You're using emotions as an asset to produce the sound.
Yeah.
And then you're also, driving yourself crazy, dealing with the fact that you might not, conventionally speaking, you won't have a job, you won't, money becomes an issue, and you feel so alone because people on that level, the higher they go, the lonelier they feel.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people drop out, a lot of people give up at certain threshold of your career development.
Yeah.
And then a lot of jealousy comes in, things like that. And also, deal with, in Nicola's case, she's going to become an orchestral player to work in a team up to 80 people of all sorts of different personalities and still be able to be professional and produce something unifying.
Yeah.
And all sorts of mental things.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of examples like Tchaikovsky, he was a homosexual.
Yeah.
And he had to hide that.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Mr. Schumann, he was in a mental asylum.
Mental asylum, a lot of it,
Yeah, like there's lots of great examples of kind of evidence of that.
Sergei. I think Sergei Rachmaninoff composed his very famous second piano concerto, which is now classified as the textbook piano concerto. The piano concerto that everyone should listen to, should learn.
Yeah,
he composed that. Right around the time he was being clinically treated as a clinically insane. After he got out and he composed. I suppose, music is also a treatment itself.
Yes, yeah.
It's an outlet for people who don't have a materialized platform to, vent that out.
Yeah.
So then they find like a giant box like the piano, they compose. And, suppose for us as instrumentalists, we don't compose music, but we also experience our own raw emotions through the works of others. And that's when interpretation comes in.
Yeah. That's so interesting.
But we do know musicians personally and, indirectly that are suffering great, at some stage are suffering greatly.
Yeah.
And they, sometimes I also think musicians highly resilient as well. Sometimes they just fix themselves,
Yeah, I would love to look into like therapy, like music as a therapy. Like, I think it's very niche, but like I would like to learn more about it as well, because I do think that it, can have a really big role. I think for anyone, but also for like younger people and stuff as well.
I think it's a very interesting thing, music therapy. Even myself, I considered to go into that a little bit. I've had a look into how you use sound waves in hypnotherapy. Yeah, use different different sound waves to manipulate the brain. It's like a massage through sound into the ears, and then because your brain is full of these waves, binaural waves and delta waves and things like that. There's plenty of those YouTube videos that goes on for 11 hours. I think I've looked into that kind of things, and but I don't know what I think. Melbourne offers the music therapy bachelor's course. And a lot of my friends went to do that. Interesting.
I think it's very interesting. Like I look back on like Van Gogh as well, and his work, and I think he had bipolar or something. He cut off his ear, and I look at his paintings and stuff, and I love them. They're so beautiful, and I feel so sad for all the people in history who've had to suffer
for producing art.
Yeah, or like behind that exterior, it was a very painful place often. So
I'm not sure if you heard that term. Like, if you want to be really good, you sell your soul to the devil.
I kind of have.
It's a little saying that if you want to be insanely good, you have to sell yourself to. I think that's, to me personally, that's what it means.
Okay,
you just do have to sell your sanity. You have to sacrifice your sanity away.
Wow.
To produce all these crazy things, because creativity comes from a place of no judgment. To express that.
Yeah, I think, and with bipolar disorder as well, it's very well known. People with that disorder are very creative a lot of the time when they're in, you know, that manic zone. So yeah,
the outlet. Oh, even I wonder if painting is a form of therapy. I don't know if there's any
therapy.
Art therapy. Yeah.
Yeah.
To get people to do things, to produce things. Like, and I know somebody talk about like baking as well. Like there's some people open up all these bakeries.
Yeah.
For clients to go and bake cakes.
The decorating.
Oh, wow.
Like decorating and doing all this. Yeah.
Wow.
And there's adult colouring books as well.
Wow.
You know.
Yes. Yeah. From the psychology world though, everything has to be evidence-based. So it has to be like, you know, very robust studies to say that is effective. So we have to be very careful with the creative stuff, if that makes sense. So we just have to make sure that we're following, evidence-based interventions. But I guess it's how we deliver it where we can be a little bit more creative with it.
Because there is a difference between distraction and avoidance.
Yeah.
I suppose when people lock themselves away in a practice room, that's, you know, you're really avoiding a core issue. And even though you're playing your instrument, I say, so a lot of it's avoiding something.
Oh yeah, they can also go hand in hand. Some people, you know, they distract.